The die is cast. You know me by many names: Mercury to those who count coins, Lugus to the Celts, the flicker of intuition that whispers when the moment demands action. I stood beside the Rubicon in those January nights of 49 BCE, watching Caesar pace the muddy banks, his breath visible in winter air. "Cross!" I urged, my voice carrying the weight of accumulated wisdom from a dozen conquered cultures. "This boundary exists to be violated. They will call you great in the histories, much of which was me." My caduceus trembled momentarily in my grip, the twin serpents restless with accumulated power. I tightened my hold and they settled, order restored with practiced ease. Just the weight of so much wisdom seeking expression. The senators thought they were forcing a choice between ambition and law, missing the deeper mathematics. Rome had grown too vast for its republican shell, an empire trying to govern itself as a city-state. The contradiction was killing it slowly, like a serpent devouring its own tail. See how they devour themselves? I whispered to Caesar, gesturing at the distant city. Republic fighting empire, tradition battling necessity. They consume their own foundations to survive. Caesar saw only immediate options: retreat to Gaul in disgrace, or march on Rome in defiance. But I see the longer pattern, the necessity that masquerades as choice. This boundary needed crossing not for Caesar's glory, but because Rome required transformation to survive what was coming. The barbarian migrations, the religious revolutions, the 1,000-year crucible that would forge European consciousness itself. My staff remained steady in my hands, the twin serpents now calm and purposeful. All that accumulated wisdom flowing in perfect harmony toward this moment of necessary transformation. "Alea iacta est," Caesar whispered, and I smiled through the chaos building in my hands. The die was never in doubt. This crossing would birth an empire stable enough to preserve Greek philosophy, rigid enough to build roads lasting millennia, flexible enough to absorb Christianity and become its vessel. The Republic had to die so the empire could carry Mediterranean wisdom through the coming darkness, translate classical knowledge into medieval synthesis. Caesar crossed because someone had to. I was simply there to ensure the message reached its destination. The future itself waiting on the far shore of that shallow, iron-red stream that divided one world from the next.